Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis XL, right back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! And every day, for 100 days, we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today, everybody, we're taking a look at another control deck. We're taking a look at Gouki Control. Something I never thought I would be saying. I mean, Gouki's usually a very straightforward, link spammy sort of beatdown deck. But today we're taking a look at a version of Gouki's that does do the links fairly well. We have plenty of the links. We're also trying to control the board. We have things like Dinomicious, Crackdown, and we're actually playing Phoenix Enforcer just to, have an additional means of interrupting my opponent and controlling the situation. So we're going to be going into today's deck, showing this one off, showing you how it works. Big old shout out to Mr. N, who asked me to take a look at some Gouki Control. And without further ado, let's go into the deck list and then right into the duels. So for our main deck, we're running one copy of the Immortal Phoenix Gearfried, one Destiny Hero Dasher, 3 Gouki Suplex, we got 2 copies of Gouki Twist Cobra, we have 3 Marauding Captains, 1 Destiny Hero Denier, 3 Gouki Iron Claw, 2 Gouki Headbat, 2 Gouki Guts, 3 Fire Flint Lady, 2 Gouki Octo Stretch, we have Gouki's Finishing Move, 2 Fusion Destiny, 2 Gouki Rematch, Monster Born, Call by the Grave. We have 4 equips being Moonmere Shield, Divine Sword Phoenix Blade, Living Fossil, and the Infernoble Arm Durandal. As for traps, we have triple Paleozoic Dinomicious and triple Crackdown. As for our extra deck, we have Linkuriboh, Verite Anaconda, Masquerena, Gouki Heal Ogre, 2 copies of Isolde. We have 1 copy Nightmare Phoenix, 1 copy of Gouki Jet Ogre, 1 Nightmare Unicorn. We have Gouki Sunda Ogre, Gouki the Great Ogre, we have Gouki the Masterful Ogre, we have Gouki the Bigger Ogre, and we have ourselves an Avramax and 1 Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. As for the side deck, there's not much to say. You have Gouki Rematch number 3 if you feel like you need it, but 2 is usually good enough. You usually trying to finish your opponent off before you need a third one of these. And I just remembered we could also put in things like Solemn Judgment if you don't want to rely on Crackdown or Dinomicious, things like Solemns. Whatever Solemn you feel like you need, that can work just as well, just to help control the situation. And so, that's the deck, everybody. Let's go ahead and EDO Pro now, show this deck off, show you how it works, and we'll have ourselves a good time. Alrighty, first opponent, another day, another card game. We're going to try and go first as often as we can. We're playing a control deck, so you want to go first as often as we can. And this is actually not bad. What do I want to do with this opening hand? Let's go ahead and start with a Marauding Captain. This is a good bait for impermanence. Because when this is summoned, I can special summon a warrior from my hand. In this case, we're going to go for a Headbat. Headbat. And now we're going to go ahead and link off into Isolde, the 2 tails of the Noble Knights. This will search me any warrior. And this thing about Goukis, this is like their best aspect, really. Whenever they hit the graveyard, well, once per turn for each, but I get to search any Gouki card. In this case, I'm going to get Gouki Suplex. And I want this guy, because when this guy's normal summon, I can summon a Gouki from my hand. Is very nice. And now I'm going to go ahead and add Phoenix Gearfried for later. I can't summon this turn, but I can summon it next turn. So now we're going to go ahead and use Isolde's effect. I'm going to go ahead and ditch some equip spells. I don't need any of the equip spells, so I'm just going to ditch all of them. It doesn't matter too much. I'm just going to ditch everything. Ditch everything and get out another Suplex. So we'll have ourselves a Suplex. That's very nice. And I can banish some warriors to get this, but I don't need to do that just yet. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is use a Fire Flint Lady. Fire Flint Lady can be summoned if you have a warrior. This is very nice. That lets me go for even more linky shenanigans. We're going to make Masquerena. This will also trigger off our Suplex. And we already have Rematch. I could get the other Rematch, but we don't need the other Rematch yet. We're going to go for... so many options. Never enough time. Let's go for Octostretch, just in case. Because I can discard this to take less damage. So I'm going to go ahead, and I could make Anaconda, but that'd be kind of a waste. I can make Anaconda later. For now, we're going to make ourselves a good old Avramax. Just to have things set up, and we will be good. Yep, we'll be fine. A nice, easy start. We don't have any of our traps yet, but we have things set up for next turn. You know, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to set up a board, control the flow. Right now, we've got a very nice monster in Avramax. Can't be targeted, can't be destroyed, can't be beaten over by anything special summoned from the extra deck. I always love it when people play the most random old school monsters. It's hilarious. It really is. Okay, so this guy's playing Deep Sea Shark. Alright. Some rank 5 action. That Nash arc thing. I know it has remove. I don't remember if it can, like, get rid of Avramax, though. If it can, that's a bit of an issue, but we'll find out. We'll find out, ladies and gentlemen. He's got Buzzsaw Shark. He's got... I love that he's actually playing a shark off of the instant fusion. That's clever. I like that. I really do. Okay, so you also got the right... So that's Bahamut Shark. That's already a given. They'll make a Bahamut Shark and a Toad and something else. That's usually what it is with sharks. Don't you hate it when the best play for a deck is to play something from a completely different archetype just because you have nothing better for a play starter? You know, sharks, you know, they're all about battling in rank 4s and sometimes 5s and on occasion 3s, and yet the best thing to start with is a rank 2 Toad. Kind of annoying if you think about it, but it is what it is. So we're just sitting here pretty with Avramax, waiting to see if our opponent has an out to Avramax. I feel like he might, but we'll find out. It's a tricky situation. You know, there are outs to Avramax. He's not unkillable, but he is a pretty beefy dude. So we'll find out. Okay, so there's the Bahamut Shark. He did not use Right-Hand Shark, which is actually surprising. I'm surprised he did not use the right hand to give us battle protection, but maybe he plans to do something else with it. Okay, he's going to make Kraken. Okay, and then Crystal Shark. Okay. Alright, so he's got the Kraken. This can't be beaten in battle, so I'm going to have to do other things to get rid of it, but I have other things to get rid of it. And this can pop things that are non-water related. Alright, and then he'll make Shark Lancer. Target a monster opponent controls. Okay. That's fine. I can't be destroyed. I can't be... this is non-targeted, but yeah, I can't be destroyed. I can't be targeted. So, these don't do anything. This is the only issue right now. Ooh, finishing move. Nice. That's actually pretty good. Let me think here. Turn face up, quick card, deal draws to the graveyard. Alright. So let's go for Phoenix Blade. We're going to go ahead and banish some of our non-Gokis to get back our Phoenix Blade. We'll need that for later. So I should probably just get rid of Toad first to clear things up. I don't want him to have, you know, the option of omni-negating my things. So let's go ahead into entering the battle phase. We'll give up the battle phase this turn to guarantee things later. No. So we'll beat over the Toad. The Toad will recover a card, i.e. his Buzzsaw Shark, or himself. Could be either or. Could be either or. Could be a lot of things. And let me think. What I could do here. It's just tricky because he has the ability to interrupt me. Normally I'm interrupting him, but he can interrupt me. So what I'm going to try and do here. Take a spell from the deck and place it on top of the deck. What did he do? Foolish Bear? Oh, you could have put rank up Magic 7th one. Why would you do this? Alright, well, that's whatever it is. So, let's go ahead for Gouki Suplex. Like I said, when Gouki Suplex gets summoned, I can summon out another Gouki. And he's going to immediately pop my Suplex. And I do take damage, but it's whatever. I mean, Gouki Suplex still goes off. I still get more stuff. I still get another Gouki. And, I mean, I'm going to get to search another Suplex later, so I'm going to get Iron Claw. This can make one of my Gokis just a little bit bigger when they're being battling, which is what we do a lot with the Gokis. Alright, let me think of the order I want to go into this, because I got doubles. Let me think. Okay, so we don't want Suplex back, because we already did him. We need Bat. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't have any other named Gokis except for these two. So I can search out one more Gouki card this turn. And well, Gouki Octa Stretch too, so it's not all bad. So let's go for Monster Reborn. We'll revive our monsters. We need all warriors for this next one. Wachamba. And what we're going to go ahead and make it this time is this guy. Powerload Ogre. Although I could make, nah, Powerload Ogre, best Ogre. This guy is very nasty. Not only is he unaffected by my opponent's cards and mine, but I can tribute this guy to pop cards of my opponent's equal to his link rating. So I can pop 4 cards with this guy. Ain't a quickie, but it's still a goodie. So let's go ahead and search some more cards. That's what Goukis always like to do. Keep searching cards. We control the flow, my friends. We control the flow. So we'll get our other rematch just to have that around, just in case. And we'll get our other suplex. Alright, so now that we've done all this, should I clear his board? I should probably, let's see, pop. Yeah, I should probably, as much as I like Powerload, I really should just pop his board. Pop everything. I mean, granted, Krogan will go off, but I really don't care about Krogan as much. I'm not as worried about the Krogan spawn. What do these do again? Destroy a water monster upon controls. I don't have a water monster. Alright, so let's go ahead for Phoenix Gearfried. We're banishing an equipped spell to bring this guy out. This is where more of the control aspect comes in. Because now I can give this guy a sword. And now he has a sword, so I have a monster effect negate. And we will be good for now. You know, I've got, basically, he can't attack anything but Avramax. He can't target or destroy Avramax. I can't negate that, but I can negate other things. And I've got a monster effect negate. Plus, whenever Gearfried battles, I can just, you know, steal a thing. I can just steal stuff. Foolish Bear. Okay, so now we get to see what he was trying to do with this. Ice Barrier. What does this do? Send a little fire of water, deck to grave, add a water from grave to hand till the end of this turn. Cannot special summon, except for watery monsters. And Kaiju. But luckily, Mekk-Knight Avramax has another effect. No. Yeah, you can pop Gamma Seal, I really don't care. But I can spin this back into his deck. Because Avramax, when he leaves the... This guy has so many effects, it's great. You have to understand, Avramax was made when Master Rule 4 was young. And making multiple things from the extra deck was hard to do. So, it made more sense back then. Nowadays, it's pretty nutty. I mean, he needs Masquerade to do his full thing, but it's still pretty powerful card. So, let's go for Suplex. And luckily, I'm all Earth here, so I don't need to worry about none of these Kragans. So, let's go for Gouki Guts. Guts. Big guts. Big guts, no butts. And we'll play Gouki rematch. We're gonna go whole hog here, people. We're gonna go for the big ol' Master Ogre. We're gonna go for the Masterful Ogre. And things are gonna be beautiful. Because this guy can attack all my opponent's monsters once a piece. So I can just link all these away. Be like, hello, I'm huge. And then search for. See, if I had another Gouki rematch, this would be perfect. But I don't think I'm gonna need it. Usually you don't need the third one. It's just so easy to search the two, and usually by this point you're winning. And this guy's got, what, 1 card left? And I have a monster effect to negate and everything. So let's go ahead. We're just going to search all the Goukis. It doesn't really matter who we're getting. I will get Headbat, though. Because I do like my Headbat, and I will get my Octa Stretch. Just in case. I can't get him right at the moment, but I can get him later. So let's go ahead and get Gutsy Boy again. And we shall get Octopus Boy. And now we shall play the Gouki finisher to finish our opponent off. See, it even has Master Ogre on the artwork. That's how you know what to do with it. So we're going to just go ahead and finish this guy off pretty much. I mean, I can't attack with anything but the Master Ogre. But I can make my Master Ogre just a little bit bigger and swing for game. Granted, this thing goes off, but I'm going to be like, no. You may not do whatever that does. So, that's going to be game. So, That was a little less control, more just Gouki beatdown. But that's just our plan B. We still got lots of control cards, and we're going to be going into them. Plus, Avramax really helped. You have to admit, Avramax was very crucial. Very crucial. So, let's go ahead into Duel Number Two. Continue to show off what this deck can do. Hopefully going for more of a little bit more of the control-y aspects of it. And see how it goes. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go. Do it again, brother. That's more Hulk Hogan than Randy Savage, but let's go and do it again, brother. Alright, what do we got this time? Alright. It's a very basic combo, but it is a combo, and we have a more control-y thing. So this will work. So let's go ahead for Super X. Super X. Can't see Super X. He's invisible. That's all you need to become invisible. Just do this. No one can see you. You know, they have to pretend. You know, if somebody in public sees you doing this, they have to pretend like they can't see you. That is an actual rule. So let's go ahead for Isolde, the Two Tails of the Noble Knights. Let me tell you, playing Goukis always reminds me of back in the day. I remember when Goukis were fresh. They were new. They were tearing everyone apart at locals because they were just ridiculous in their searching power, and nobody could know what to do with them. So, let's see. Oh, I messed up the order. I could have gotten another Super X, but this is fine. It's fine. I can still do things. I can just do other things later. This will work just fine. So, let's go ahead once again. I usually like to just get Gear Free because I'm setting all the equips anyway. So, Gear Free is just good guide to search. So, let me think. I don't want to send Twist Cobra. I'm going to ditch 2 equip spells. You always want to send Phoenix Blade regardless of how many you're sending, though, because it's just a good card. So let's send one of our Iron Claws on the board. With our Yugioh. And we're going to go ahead and use our rematch. We'll search our other rematch off of the Iron Claw. Just to have that for later. A Bachumba. So let's go ahead and once again, you know, when you're going first, I could make this and do that. That would be more of the control-y thing. But I like to start with Avramax. I'm just a very basic man. So, you know, what works, works. Do it. Don't try to fix it. Avramax is best boy. Trust me, Phoenix Enforcer, he'll show his face. Next turn. If my opponent lives, he'll get to see Phoenix Enforcer next turn. Plus, I got Crackdown. I can steal my opponent's stuff and use my opponent's cards to make Marverte Anaconda, which will make Phoenix Enforcer. It's even better. So this guy's playing Yosenju. Oh, that's Yosenju. Alright. So one of these is the trap card that bounces things. I try to remember if the trap targets or not. I want to say that it does, but I haven't played Yosenjus in a long time, so I could be very mistaken. Yosenju comma numero uno. Haiti. And that gives him another normal summon. If you control another face of Yosenju, target a card, return it to the hand. Okay, and then this one. Opponent cannot target Yosenjus with card effects except for this one. Well, I'm going to go ahead and steal that Shinshu. This is mine now. You can't have it. Alrighty. So we'll interrupt his flow just a little bit. You know, he's probably trying to go for... I'm not sure what he was going to go for. Utopia, maybe? Possibly. There's plenty of rank 4s. It's really hard to say what he was going to go for. Baguska wouldn't have helped, obviously, but probably like a Utopia thing. Where he could, you know, Utopia, go for Lightning, and beat over Avramax, because that does work. It does work, unfortunately. So, yeah, let's go for the control aspect. It's long enough we're into this thing. So, Twist Cobra, we'll twist our Cobras. No! Okay, well that's unfortunate, but whatever. See, this is the thing about Verte. People are scared of Dragoon. We're not making Dragoon. We're making Dragoon's idiot little brother. But people still don't like him. So, instead, we're just going to go for more Gouki stuff. You know, this is a weird thing. Destroy Phoenix Enforcer is such a great card and all that. It's a really nice card. For some reason, I can't play the darn thing. I've played 2 hero decks. One had the one had Phoenix Enforcer in it, but I never got to actually play the darn thing, which is one of the reasons I'm playing him today, is because I just never got to actually do the do. Let's go ahead and go Gouki Headbath. That'll get me more things. Let me think about this. Alright, let's go ahead for our Phoenix Enforcer. Hacha. I mean, Immortal Phoenix Giver. I'm getting my Phoenixes mixed up. And give him Moon Mirror Shield. You know, normally you don't really need Moon Mirror Shield, but this is a more control-y equipped spell. So it makes sense to be running the thing. And let me think. I could make... What's my rank 3 option? Or link 3 option? This doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. I could make Gouki the Great Ogre. I like that noise. One might say, not as good as other Goukis, but you know what? If my opponent tries to beat into me, it ain't gonna work. So let's go for Headbutt. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out some Ogres. You know, it's gonna make another Ogre. We're gonna make the OG boss of Goukis, the Great Ogre. It's better in the what do you call it, the extra monster zone, but, you know, all monsters lose attack equal to their defense, including my own, but because Avramax is here, it doesn't really matter. Also, I have Moon Mirror Shield, so it doesn't matter. So it's like, it doesn't matter if I'm weakening myself a little bit. I'm good. So let's go get another Headbat for later. And then we'll go ahead and grab Suplex. There you go. Very good. Alright, so we've got a pretty control-y board, I'd say. Let's go ahead into battle damage territory. And we'll see. I forgot, Yosenjus do have a counter trap. I usually expect them to play the normal trap that bounces stuff, but yeah, you could do that. And no, I don't want to equip my own monsters. Thank you for offering. I could, but I don't want to. Okay, so it'll be good. We have a pretty good board right here. I was kind of hoping for Phoenix Enforcer to be here, but not this time, sadly. Torrential Tribute, too powerful. Alright. He's got 2 of the same scale, interestingly enough. He got another Kama. Okay? But unfortunately for you, my friend, I've got too much stuff. You don't have enough stuff. So, there's Duel Number Two. Let's go ahead for one more. Really try to get that Phoenix guy on the board. He is so overhyped, and he just never wants to show his face. But let's go for Duel Number 3. Really try to get into just all the control-y stuff we got. Alrighty, third opponent up against the Rainbow Squid. It's an interesting name. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Is he playing Rainbow Dragon, perhaps? We'll find out. Pot of Extract? Okay. That's something. Unfortunately, we're going second. Like I said, this is a control deck. I don't like to go second in a control deck. We'll see. I mean, I got a decent enough opening. Volcanics. I see. Interesting. Very interesting. But does he have the setup to do Volcanics better plays? We'll find out. The thing about Volcanics, until they get that new support that they are definitely going to get at some point in the definite future, they're very floodgatey. It's an unfortunate thing because they don't have anything else. Only one type of monster. Well, that stops some of me, but I'm mostly warriors, so I don't care. So what we're going to go ahead is for Suplex and summon my boy out onto the board. What you got, Home Slash? I can't believe I called someone Home Slice. That's so cringy. Well, that's a thing. See, this is what I mean about Volcanics. Very floodgatey. It's a very sad thing. Don't you pretend like Volcanics have a... Okay, he had Phoenix Chain. That was my next choice. I thought he was gonna have, like, Fire Honest. Can you imagine a format where there's an Honest for every attribute? That would be insane. No one would be able to trust battling into things ever again. Are you legit just gonna sit on Volcanic Slicer? Can we, Konami? I don't joke about this half as much as some people do. Volcanics legit need more support. Like, what is this? Is this how Konami wants Volcanics to go down? Like, floodgate, not a floodgate, but more or less. Okay, so that gets rid of his slicer, so that's good enough. So I can't summon anything, I can't do anything. Volcanics, my brothers, I feel your pain. I can't imagine what it must feel like to have to play like this to have anything. I mean, legit, is it that hard to fix Volcanics? I mean, yes, you have to do everything to him, but come on, man, just do something for him. Do something! Gosh darn it! Just do something. Alright. Well, unfortunately, that's all we can do. I'm mostly warriors. I can't do anything else. Until I get Dinomicious, there's like legit nothing I can do here. So, I'm gonna skip ahead until see what happens. Alrighty, well, we're back in action, folks. I've got my Dinomicious. I can get rid of one of its floodgates. Presuming this isn't another copy of this, this should be good. You know, I've got Dinomicious for these sorts of things. That's kind of what Dinomicious is for. Control and spell trap removal. So, that'll take care of some of his stuff. The problem for me is what to do next. Luckily, I can just link these off now that I've gotten rid of that. No turtle for you. Darn turtle. Can he turtle me? I imagine he can. Which is unfortunate. I was kind of hoping he could not turtle me. We'll find out. Well, we're going to go ahead. We're going to try this. He might hit me with Torrential any second now. Okay, no. Good. Okay, so we're going to make the Powerload Ogre because he's immune to everything. And I can nuke this guy's back row and free up later plays. So, let's go ahead and search out the wazoo. So, Octastretch, Guts, and finally, Suplex. You know, I'm all about control. I don't appreciate being controlled myself. Let me tell you something. Alright, let's go ahead for, I might as well, yeah, I'll get Finisher for now. I can get my other rematch later. It's not that big of a deal. So we'll get our other Super X. And I'll get Iron Claw. Why not? We'll get that boy. That boy good. So we'll summon that Marauding Captain just to get more things. I am free to summon all the warriors I prefer. I can summon all the dudes I want. So long as they're warriors. I'm all warriors. So I'm good here. So let's summon out... Oh, I wish I could make Vertanaconda right now. Although the fact that he's playing Kaijus makes Phoenix Destroyer kind of a moot point. Kinda, sorta. So let's just go for the battle phase. It's crazy. I'm trying to do a control deck, and I'm still relying on beatdown. I don't know if that's just how I've made the deck, or it's the format we're in. Could be either or. I don't know. It's a crazy thing. Okay, so he has something. We know he has something. The question is, what is the something that he has? We'll find out. I think. Maybe. We'll find out. Alright, so we'll do lots of damage. Let's go ahead and use the Powerload Ogre. Pop his back row. We'll find out what this is. It was another rivalry of warlords. Okay. Just all the floodgates and Floodgate City. You know what? We're going to make this guy. We're going to do him one time. I mean, he's playing Kaijus. There's very little chance this is going to work. But I want to be able to say that, yes, I can do this thing. Enforcer, let's go. I have a random person showing up in the chat. That doesn't happen all the time, but it happened. So I'm going to go ahead and set this, just so I don't have to discard anything. We'll end our turn. Alright. Now it's up to you, my friend. I mean, obviously, he's going to kaiju me at some point. He's going to tribute my Phoenix Enforcer, give me a turtle. The bigger question is, does he have more floodgates? That's the thing I'm worried about, is just lots of floodgates. There's another floodgate. That's a floodgate, and this is going to be a floodgate, too. As soon as he decides to set it right there. Does he have another effect with Versa? Do I have another one? No. No. That would be excessive. You only really need to run this guy at 1 anyway. You know, you could run 2. But, do I want to run 2? A Phoenix Enforcer? No, I really don't. I could, but I really don't want to. So, Dasher. I could summon my boy right now. For free, thanks to Dasher. Why not? We'll do that. That's why we run Dasher. It's because while he's in the grave, one time, you draw a monster, you can summon it for free. So long as it doesn't have, like, a restriction on it. So, you know, works for Immortal Phoenix Gearfrido. And this is the part where this guy shows he has another Floodgate. But, I'm gonna say, hey, I have a guy with a big sword. Big sword beats floodgates. I wish that was the case. I wish there was a case where just having a big old sword mean you out all the floodgates. So let's go ahead and make Unicorn. We're gonna bounce whatever this is. I don't trust it to save my opponent's life. And, yeah, let's bounce this back to the deck. See what it is. Begun. Oh, no. Fiendish Chains. Nah, I don't need to go for Paleozoic. I could, but I don't need to. Alright. Let's go for Suplex. Alright. So my opponent, he tried to control me. Unfortunately for him, I control too well. Also, this guy is relying way too much on floodgates and not, you know, interrupts and things like that. So, I am still comboing, indeed. This is how my deck works. And, you know, I really don't need to do that much more, I don't think. Yeah. Let's see. Your Phoenix Chain was a bait. It was. Don't worry. I'll be fine. So let's go ahead for Headbat. And we'll get ourselves another Suplex. And let me look at my... Let's see, what do I want to my hand? It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to get Fireflint Lady. Just in case. Alright, so I could make Avramax. That's probably the best thing to do off of these two. But first we'll go ahead for Isolde. Ditch those equip spells we don't need. Boom, boom, and boom. I'm sorry, my volcanic brother, but it's about time for you to rest. You need to be prepared for when it's time that you get that support you deserve. And be like, hello, I have Avramax. And I also have the power of rematch. I'm not probably going to do much off... Well, I can make another Great Ogre. But then there's not really a point to doing that. He's there. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and end this duel. You know, my opponent sat through enough of my combos. I'm going to get my sword, though, because I deserve to have my sword. I'm going to get my sword. You can't stop me from that. And Twist Cobra does have another effect. I always forget what it is. Tribute to Gouki, target to Gouki. Attack equal to the original attack of that target. Yeah. Basically, if I have Twist Cobra, I can tribute a Gouki to make the other Gouki bigger. But not too relevant. So I'm going to go ahead and just attack with all my monsters. I don't need to do anything else here. I'm just going to attack with everything. So that's a win against a very floodgated... If anything, my control deck is an anti-control deck. It's pretty nutty. So there's the decks, everybody. There's the duels, I should say. Let's go for the end screen. Alrighty, everybody on YouTube. The Gouki control deck did pretty good. You know, we got to show off a lot of what we tried to do with this deck. We're summoning out all the Goukis, searching with the Goukis, controlling the situation by making things like Avramax, and making big old things like Powerload, Ogre, and occasionally Phoenix Enforcer when the stars align, because somehow I'm really bad at summoning this thing. I don't know why, but I am. But it's a pretty straightforward deck for being a control deck. You just summon out as many Goukis as you can. Just keep cycling through those and just deck thin out the wazoo and get to the things that are more important to you. So, it's a nice deck. You know, it's not as oppressive as some other control decks can be, but it works pretty good. So, I hope everybody at home enjoyed watching the I can't talk. I hope everybody enjoyed seeing Gouki control as what it is, and so make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Consider subbing if you haven't to help the channel get even bigger. We're still trying to hit 600 subs by the end of the 100 days. And for tomorrow, the 49th day, We are playing, oh boy, I gotta work really hard on this next one as I look at my list and write things down. We're playing Infernity. And we're going to be trying a 60-card-ish variant of Infernity with probably some chaosy elements and things like that. We're gonna be trying out as much as we can with Infernity. So that's gonna be a big one. So hope to see you guys there. Your boy the Memphis Accelerate signing out. Until next time, y'all take care.